Hey guys, this is me, WingHearts, and give you guys a Wednesday video of today's. So what we're going to do today are a basic, very basic signature form. As you can see, this is one of the example I just did previous, just to see if it works out. Just to let you guys know that this is not made by me, of course. This tutorial is made by sigtutorial.com. So if you'd like to check out their website, link is in description. And of course, we're going to need like two brushes. So two brushes you have to download. So it's going to be in the description. And of course, you need Photoshop to do this. If you're using some other program, well, tough luck. I don't know how to use that program, but if you can, I hope you guys follow along. But anyway, let's get started, shall we? So right now, I'm just gonna make a new file and make a new document. I usually go by 450 and by 150. Make sure the resolution is 72 and RGB color 8 bits, and you can make any background content if you want to. I probably want it transparent. So then after that, you click OK. So we'll be doing something like the same thing as we did right here. I'll be probably use the same render since I don't want to do that much. So this is for heck of it. Okay. So what we want to do is, since we have our first layer and it's right now it's transparent, we want to go here, filter. We want to click render and cloud. But the first thing we have to make sure is these two has to be black and white. If it isn't, always double click on this, and then you go filter, render, and cloud. After you've done that, you should get something like this. Now make a new layer. You can either make a new layer by clicking on this button. I guess that's the only new one. And after that, we want to go out to our brush tool. And we want to search our new brush that we want to do. So just click on this. And probably the thing should be called Ghost Abstract Brushes 2, which we want. And you just click one of these brushes. It doesn't really matter what you want. You can just do whatever. For now, you could just play around with this. So for me, I'm going to just put one here. Probably one here. Nope, we don't want that. Probably we want this one. I guess that's good enough. Now after that, we want to make a new layer. Go to our brush tool again. We want our second brushes, so it'll be somewhere here, just in brush 12. Jason. And we could just click anything you want. Always make sure, since we made our first brush layer to black, we want to make it white now. So to do that, just click on this, or double click on it, and then change it to white if you want to. Which I don't want to. And make sure you're not on the same layer as the second brush, our first brushes. So now really we just do the same thing. Try not to add too much or too little. So like try to do a few things around it until you feel like it's the right feelings. Probably one more, and that'll be good enough. After that, guys, we want to go to click here. We want to go to our brightness and contrast. It all depends on you, but it doesn't matter because we might do a few changes after we add our new render image. So probably contrast be this much. So now all you really need is a render image. So if you can't find a really render image, you can either go by planetrender.com. So I'll give you guys a description, but you need like to sign up for that website. Other thing you can find is by googling. So just type down like, for example, Halo render. You get this Halo render image of Master Chief. So those are a few examples, but for today I'll be just taking one of my render that I have used previous signature. So just hold on, let me drag this. And we can just close this for now since I don't need this anymore. So it should be something like this. Well, it doesn't really matter, but when you're doing this, try to resize it. So let's say if your image is really big, you can always resize it by pressing Control T, and you always have to hold Shift to get the right portion, like how I do it. If you're not holding Shift, this is what happened. Everything's going everywhere. That's not what we want. So just making sure that you know what you're doing, so your main focus will be somewhere around here. So mine probably be the face of the image, so probably a little bit down, since I want to see a little bit of a gun. So after that, you got that done. Make a new, well, not make a new layer. Make a new duplicate layer. So to do that, you can press Control J or right click it and just duplicate a layer. And just press OK. Now we got that done. We wanted to hit our first layer and then just duplicate 3 more. So I should have said that in the first part. Now all we really want to do is just move them around. I'll try to cover the whole image around it. So probably want 4 more. And stupid MSN. Why do you get out of my way? Probably 1 here. I'll probably just duplicate 4 more. And god damn it. Note myself, don't ever put MSN on when doing same tutorial. It's curse you ... So anyway, duplicate. Try your best to cover the whole image around it. So after that, now we want to select all the layer that we have just made when duplicating. So to do that is hold control and click each of our copy layer that we just did. So now after that, we want to press Control E, which will do merge layer. So it will combine all of them, or you can just go by layer and click merge layer. So what this does, that it'll keep all the image to one portion in one layer. So once you put them together, you can't change them back unless you press Control Z. So now after that we got that done, we want to go to our filter. We want to go to our blur. We want to go our motion blur. And make sure the angle is 45 to 51. So angle is 45, distance to 51. And just press OK. And now what we want to do is just overlay it. Whoops, soft layer, my bad. And now that we have made that change, this is probably the part where I said that you might change this later. So let's go to our brightness contrast before and just double click here. If you don't have that, you could just delete that part and just do the brightness contrast thing I did before previous. So now what we want to do is probably darken it or brighten, probably here would be good. So after that, once you guys are done, we just go to our original layer that we have unhid and make sure you bring that layer to the top. Now what we want to do is duplicate it again and unhid our first layer that we just did before. We want to always make sure that our original render image is just there, just in case you guys messed up or you can't redo it. So now what we want to do is grab our eraser tool and get a soft round brushes. If you don't have that on your template here, just click on this and click on basic brushes and press OK. And then you just click on one of these. I think 28 would be the best for me. No, probably 35. And make sure the opacity is 60 and the flow is just 100. So now that we have our eraser tool, just go around the image. Don't erase inside. If you accidentally erase it, just redo it again. So we just want to erase it. So what we're doing here is that we want to blend in the image with the background. So you see how it works well here. So, da 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 da.